Okay, so if there are any questions from the audience, and there was one then from the online audience, but first in presence.
I was just wondering if you can get the similar results to find the location of glitches by using other statistical techniques, or maybe simpler ones like difference of means.
Yes, that's a very good question, and actually I tried the diff of means. No, at the beginning I didn't try diff of means. I tried directly t-test and I used it, but during the review process I tried after that the diff of means, and I obtained the two peaks that appeared in the t-test was not very clear on the diff of mean. That may reflect that because the t-test can give the result of the diff of mean if the two datasets have the same variance, but this is not the case here. And when I checked the traces, I found that there are the variance is different from between the two datasets. And I think I asked the IT to load the image. I give them the difference between the diff of mean and the t-test. Excuse me, can you show the image that I give it to you?
There is someone who wants to speak from remote.
Oh, so there is an extra image which we have, which is the difference of means test, and Karim provided. And yes, it's this one?
Yes, this one, yes. You can see on the top is the diff of mean here. This is the result of the diff of mean, and this is the result of the t-test. You can find that the significant peak here doesn't appear here, and it's maybe masked by another one, but I don't know why exactly. I believe that this is related, that the two data sets have a different variance that may be related to the temperature variance or not, the temperature effect or not. Yeah, this is the only explanation that I have for the moment.
Very nice work, thank you. Was there any secrets in the user flash in the end?
Sorry?
Was there any secrets in the user pages? Because in the end you were looking for the private key, and that was in a different part, right?
No, I was not looking for a private key. Actually, the vendor, the code card, is a hardware wallet vendor. They stored the secret. It's not a private key. It's a key which is used to decrypt the seed, which is stored in ETCC. So this was a shared key between the ETCC608B, the DS28, and the MCU. Okay, so they stored this key in the user slot.
Okay.
So which is the attack is applicable on these slots.
Right. Yeah. And now you will need to attack the other chip to get the other part of the key, or that you already had. Or...
Normally ETCC608B, you should attack it to, and also you have to attack the STM32. And we showed last year. I have my colleague who attacked the ETCC608B. Using laser, and also the STM32. It's a chip which has a vulnerability that can be dumped to the flash. There are some versions that there are several attacks previously to dump the firmware by glitches, by EMFI, and also by laser.
And is there any particular reason you use laser fault injection here? Or?
Well, at the beginning, I started the laser, and my colleague Olivier, he started to do the EM. Okay, I take the path of laser because from the first look on the layout, there is no any laser detectors. So this is why I decided to do laser. Yes, but my colleague did the EM, but for the moment the attack is not successful.
Okay, yeah, maybe because what you're attacking is in hardware.
I would say that the chip may have some glitch detectors that may make the EM attack difficult, but we were able to dump some data using EM, okay? But this is not the correct data, I would say.
Okay. And the process you were attacking, it was fully in software or in hardware?
Which process you mean?
The process that you in the end glitched with your laser, was that a process in hardware or a process in software?
I didn't get your question.
You're the-
You mean
The read memory command, it's all hardware,
no,
right?
The read memory command. It's just a simple command that you can send using the I2C
Yeah, and then
interface to read the data.
and then in the chip, it's handled by hardware or
Yes,
it's handled
exactly.
by software.
That's why
okay.
in my presentation, I showed that I use a scaffold at the beginning as an interface
Yeah.
between the computer and the device under test that you can execute this kind of commands.
Yeah, so then if you have to hit specific logic, it might also make sense. You
Yes.
need to use laser and that with EM, maybe you're less successful. Maybe.
For the moment, we didn't spend a lot of time to do the EM. We stopped directly.
Yeah, when it works, it works.
started
Yeah,
to have
you move on.
positive results. So
Yeah.
But
Thank
of
you.
course, there should be some work in EM to work, but it may take longer time because it's difficult to do multiple faults in EM because you have to be in laser. It's more precise. You know exactly where to
Yeah.
shoot, and you can reproduce the attack. The attack here, the success rate is close to 99% if you're shooting in the correct location. But in the EM, the probe may have won't have the same impact or the precise impact
Yeah.
like laser that may make the attack more difficult, I would say, but not
Yeah.
impossible, I would say.
Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
Okay. Another one from the audience.
Thank you very much, Karim. I have a question regarding the power trace you obtain when you try to recover the private key sector.
Yes.
Is it the same
your
as
question is related to the private key page?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Did you obtain the same power trace as your other success?
Yes, the power consumption trace looks like a successful attack.
Okay.
Okay. But it doesn't pass the correct value.
Okay.
It passes, as I told you previously, it's an identified value, which is fixed for attacking all the private key slots.
Okay.
So for the moment, we are still investigating and trying to understand the power consumption trace in this case.
Okay. And I don't know if you had the chance to read this private key slot for like a test chip or something like that to know if it's possible to read it.
No, it's not possible to read.
Okay.
Even it's not possible to write to these slots. It's if you write, the process won't continue because this is there is another mechanism to write because this is a private key a private key slots. So the chip, when it produces a private key, so it also produces a public key.
Okay.
So this is done automatically by another command. This is not, you cannot write directly to the slot by the normal command. I mean, like the user page.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There is a question from remote, Alessandra.
Okay.
Reuven, you can speak if you wish.
Sorry, who is speaking?
There's a question from remote.
Yes.
Reuven, are you still there?
Yes, I'm there.
To put your question.
Probably he's muted and Zoom needs an authorization to open the channel. Okay. Reuven from remote, if you can hear us.
Maybe it's a mistake.
Or maybe it's a mistake.
Okay.
Last call, Reuven, if you can hear us, go ahead. And I guess that is most likely a mistake. Okay, so let's thank our speaker again.
Okay, thank you.